NCERT Geography Unit 2 Physiography. In this physiography unit we have two chapters. Chapter 2 Structure and Physiography and Chapter 3 Drainage System. India can be divided into 3 geological divisions, and these geological regions, they broadly follow the physical features. First one is the peninsular block, second is the Himalayas and other peninsular mountains, and the third one is Indo, Ganga and Brahmaputra plain. Next we have the peninsular block, which is the first geological region of India. And these 3 geological divisions, they are based on the variation in its geological structure and formation. So the peninsular block is the northern boundary of the peninsular block, which can be taken as an irregular line which is running from the Kutch along the western flank of the Aravalli range near Delhi, and then roughly parallel to the Yamuna and the Ganga as far as the Rajmahal Hills and the Ganga Delta. The second geological region is the Himalayas and the other peninsular mountains. The Himalayas, along with other peninsular mountains, they are young, weak and flexible in their geological structure. These mountains, they are tectonic in origin, dissected by fast-flowing rivers which are in their youthful stage. Their various landforms can be observed, such as gorges, V-shaped valley, rapid waterfall. The third geological division or region is the Indo-Ganga-Brahmaputra plain. It comprises the plains which is formed by the river Indus, Ganga and the Brahmaputra. Originally, it was a geosynclical division which attained its maximum development during the third phase of the Himalayan mountain formation, approximately about 64 million years ago. Since then, it has been gradually filled by the sediments which is brought by the Himalayan and the peninsular rivers. Average depth of alluvial deposit in this plain ranges from 1000 to 2000 meters. Next, we are going to discuss what is physiography. Physiography of an area is the outcome of structure, process and the stage of development. The land of India, it is characterized by great diversity in its physical feature. The north has a vast expanse of rugged topography which consists of a series of mountain ranges with varied peaks, beautiful valleys and deep gorges. The south consists of stable tableland with highly dissected plateau, denuded rocks and developed series of scrap. In between these two, which is the north and the south, you will find there is a vast North Indian plain. Based on this macro variations, India can be again divided into following physiographic divisions: the northern and the northeastern mountains, which consist of the Himalayas and the northeastern hills. The Himalayas consist of a series of parallel mountain ranges, and some of these important ranges, they are the Greater Himalayan Range, which includes the Great Himalayas and the Trans-Himalayan Range, the Middle Himalayas and the Shivalik. Himalayas are the physical barrier. They are also a climatic, drainage and cultural divide. There are large-scale regional variations within the Himalayas, and on the basis of relief, alignment of ranges and other geomorphological features, the Himalayas can be divided into the following subdivisions, such as Kashmir or Northwestern Himalayas, Himachal and Uttaranchal Himalayas, Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalayas, Arunachal Himalayas, Eastern Hills and Mountains. Next one is the northern plain. The northern plain, they are formed by the alluvial deposits which is brought by the rivers, the Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. These plains extend approximately 3200 km from the east to the west. Next is the peninsular plateau, which rise from a height of 150 meters above the river plains up to an elevation of 600 to 900 meters, which is the irregular triangle which is known as the peninsular plateau. This peninsular plateau has undergone recurrent phases of upliftment and submergence accompanied by crustal faulting and fractures. On the basis of the prominent relief features, the peninsular plateau can be divided into three broad categories or groups: the Deccan Plateau, the Central Highland, and the Northeastern Plateau. The Indian Desert. To the northwest of the Aravalli Hills lies the Great Indian Desert. It is a land of undulating topography dotted with longitudinal dunes and marchans. This region receives low rainfall below 150 mm per year. It has arid climate with low vegetation cover. It is also known as Marusthali. Next is the coastal plain. On the basis of the location and active geomorphological features, this coastal plain can be divided into two. One is the western and the another is eastern. Western coastal plain are an example of submerged coastal plain. And the eastern coastal plain, it is broader and is an example of emergent coast. These are well-developed deltas here which is formed by the rivers flowing eastward into the Bay of Bengal, which include the deltas of the Mahanadi, the Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. And the last one is the island. There are two major island groups in India, one in the Bay of Bengal and another one is in the Arabian Sea. The entire group of island is divided into two broad categories: the Andaman in the north and the Nicobar in the south, which is separated by a water body which is called the 10-degree channel. And it is believed that these islands, they are elevated portion of submarine mountains, and some smaller islands, they are volcanic in origin. Barren Island, the only active volcano in India, is situated in the Nicobar Island. The coastal line has some coral deposits and also some beautiful beaches. These islands receive conventional rainfall and have an equatorial type of vegetation. Minicoy is the largest island with an area of 453 square kilometers. The entire group of islands is broadly divided by the 11-degree channel, north of which is the Amini Island and to the south of the Canary Island. Our next chapter of the unit is the drainage system. The flow of water through well-defined channels is known as drainage.